All right, welcome everybody live from the Dutch Hall. I am your host, Pete Van Dyke. We're here on a Friday night because, once again, Uncle Petey didn't get his act together on Thursday night. And you know what? This is Season 8, people. This is Season 8 when we decide that we're going to do what's right for Pete and his mental health and his family and all the important things in life. Get his priorities together. And part of the reason that I'm able to do something like this is because of the help I get from the great counselor that I work with. And it's led us to getting one of the sponsors that I'm really proud to have for our show. It's BetterHelp. And BetterHelp has given me and my family a lot of help since we've started working with them. It makes me proud for them to be a sponsor of our show. And I'll tell you something, there's times when you need medication, I know, for mental health. But there's times where I think you lean on it too much. And sometimes you just need to kind of like work out some of your shit. And you can't just take a pill to get rid of it. And in fact, a lot of times, like, the pill makes things worse and stuff. And then you end up chasing it. It's like they're constantly throwing shit that can, like, make your brain even crazier. They're like side effects can be, like, worse than the actual problem you're having, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think. Sometimes it's good if you're having trouble. Talk to a counselor. If you do need medication, they'll put you on that direction. And BetterHelp, they're a great sponsor for our show, a great partner to work with, because if you're having trouble, and a lot of people are during this time, just call BetterHelp or go to BetterHelp.com/Dutch Hall, and you'll talk to they'll hook you up with a counselor within 48 hours. BetterHelp is not a crisis line. It's not a self-help line. It is a service that connects you with professional counselors that will work with you discreetly. And it's a great service. Oh, let me put up the shit. BetterHelp. Let me see. There it is. BetterHelp, they're available anywhere in the world. So no matter where you're listening to this show, you can talk to them. They're actually quite a bit more affordable than offline counseling, which is great. And you can talk to your counselor, weekly. You can journal them. There's constant support. It doesn't matter what your problem is. If you're like crisis counseling, whatever, they're going to help you out. What else? Special offer for Dutch Hall listeners. If you go to BetterHelp.com/Dutch Hall, you get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Dutch Hall. And it's 10% off your first month. Thank you for everybody who, please, if you do need the service, use it. It's great. I wouldn't just say that. I wouldn't even care. If they were a shitty sponsor, I would just not use them.
That's right.
'Cause I don't really need the money. But BetterHelp is a sponsor of this program. And, I haven't, like, made it rich off BetterHelp.
No.
But I think it's a good thing.
I think it's good to have something for people to reach out to if they need it.
Yeah. And sometimes, if I had to do, like, there's a couple sponsors I really want to work with because I would love to use their product.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm like, if the product's good, I want to use them and buy it anyway.
Yep.
Then I'll get, then I would have no problems, like, saying I'd sponsor it. There's a couple of them I really want to use, Like, I think that my listeners would like them.
Yeah.
But they don't buy them in bit. A lot of times they won't deal with Canada.
Right. No free ads.
No free ads. Or you got to, like, no, they just won't. They don't know how to pay me or something.
Right.
Or they just, I don't know. Or we can't get the product across the border without fees or something. The one's great, though. There's a couple of them that are like, I know my listeners, and they like this shit.
I can think of one, but I'll tell you off air what I think it is.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
I bet you're right. Write it down on a piece of paper, because I bet you, I don't know if you're right, but you listen to a lot of the same stuff I do.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah. It starts with a color.
It starts with a color?
Yeah. There's one that I can think of that
Oh,
starts with a
yeah.
color.
I've already contacted them. They said no go.
And there's another one that
starts with a T, the one that I have. You hook it to your toilet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want that one. I want to wash my ass with that.
I think of Joey Diaz reading that ad all the time for some reason.
I watch it. Like, it's hard. Like, if I was American,
clean that muffler.
Yeah, it's a good thing, man. It's trouble.
Yep.
Sometimes you got to clean your undercarriage under there. traps a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, you gotta.
You think you keep the kibbles and bits nice for the lady,
Sure.
but sometimes if you have to give a look underneath the undercarriage, and if you haven't looked down there in a while, it looks like the top of Bert's head.
Could be a disaster.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
and you save the trees.
Yeah, exactly. So, Kevin, we have a big show today. We're going to get to know each other a lot better in this program.
I'm looking forward to it.
But we how we start these things.
I have a vague recollection of how it's done.
Well, then fucking do it, Kevin. Welcome, everybody, to Live from the Dutch Hall. I'm your host, Pete Van Dyke, and with me, as always, is my co-host in Season 8, Kevin Van Dungen, everyone. Let's give it a shout.
That's all I get.
That's all he gets. And this week, being punished, we put him off in exile in the corner because, to be honest, he's unpredictable on the best of times. So what we've done is we've removed most of his technology. What we've done is we've put him in the corner, and we've asked him to keep it to a minimum. This show is not going to be about Robot Dave. Everyone.
Thanks a lot, Pete.
Robot Dave, and I'll give him a round of applause. Yeah, he's been kind of disabled. There's been I always. When I'm not productive in the Dutch Hall or just in life, sometimes when I got things on my mind, I like to rearrange things. I used to do things with the Christmas lights. I used to just keep putting up new Christmas lights everywhere in different places. In here and in the church when we had that studio, I was always like, now I just rearrange things. And the last arrangement that we had, I got fucking no work done, like nothing. And it was like, this one sucks. So this one, I just did a whole kind of revamp. And then for this particular episode, because I knew it would just be me and Kevin, I decided to make it really just so that we can look directly at one another. And we're going to be able to really dig deeply into the psyches of one another in this episode.
Yeah, I'd be just staring into his eyes if he was still over your shoulder, honestly.
Yeah, Robot Dave.
Hypnotizing.
Everything, his eyes are like, even the Charter's puppet, their eyes are like a shark's eyes. They suck you in and they lure you and they put you in some sort of a trance. I didn't want any distractions. This one's just going to be me and Kevin.
Yep.
And I thought it was a good opportunity to tell the audience a little bit about Kev and my relationship because we've kind of hinted at, we told some stories about going to grade school together.
Yep.
And we were in kindergarten to grade 8 together.
Absolutely.
And then we went to different high schools. And then we became grown-ups, but I went to, I lived with people from Waterford where you went to high school.
Yeah.
I lived with them in university, so I'd come home and I'd see it. In my early 20s, I'd see it at parties and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then when we were grown-ups, like
crickets,
never saw each other.
No.
And then that would be about 20 years, right?
I would say so, yeah.
And then when the show started happening, we would, you started listening to the program.
Yep.
And then we would... and every once in a while, I'd see you in town or whatever, and we'd say hello, but it was like more, "What are you up to?" Small talky.
How's your parents? It was the fair conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And then through the show, and you reaching out a few times and supporting the show, we've kind of become aware of each other again.
Yeah.
And then in season 8, because of the nature of your employment, because we kept saying you should come in sometime, you should do it. You finally it worked out.
Right.
and that's how we kind of rekindled our friendship from childhood.
It's like a childhood dream come true.
Yeah.
Making recordings.
I was saying I have very few friends from high school that I still have a relationship with, but I have a lot of grade school friends.
That was a good crew.
Yeah, eh?
It really was.
It was. One of them married my cousin. Yeah, which was I can't believe. And the other guy, still the other fella, Adrian. He was my best one of my best friends in grade school. And then we went to different high schools, and we lost touch really. And then I went to university. I was in a residence there, and then across the hall, it says on the door, Adrian.
You're like, can there be two?
That's kind of a rare name.
Yeah.
And then it's sure enough, it's my grade school friend across the hall from me. And then we live with each other all through university. Anyways, it is kind of neat how certain things just kind of keep popping back together. And that grade school class we had was pretty. It was a class of very interesting characters, and we were talking before the show about how teachers would avoid teaching our class because they were trouble. Eh?
Yeah, I was trying to think of the ones we didn't have.
Yeah, there was a few that just, or a couple that did not, under any circumstances, want to have us as a class because we were trouble. And we had to, who knows what it was probably just a whole bunch of real trauma that did in different ways.
Yeah.
Because remember, we had one kid in our class whose dad used to beat the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm.
And he wore like 2 sweaters to phys ed and stuff like that. And was the smelly kid and all that. Yeah. And we would just think of it like that. We're unaware.
No. And he always had lots of candy once a month.
Yeah, because he would steal his dad's. His dad had cash in her track sheet, and his dad was like a big drinker.
Yeah,
never
that kid.
He would never remember it.
I remember one kid hiding under a desk because of an earthquake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was obviously ADHD and hyperactive.
He was just a kid that couldn't settle down in those days.
Yeah. He was a real spirited child.
Yes.
Yeah, he was nuts. Like he was like out of his mind.
Well, fun though.
Yeah, it made the class crazy. And then we had a bunch of sociopaths in our class, many of which like to rile up especially a visiting teacher or whatever, and press buttons and know how they could maneuver in the one of our favorite things as a class to do was to keep the teacher off topic.
Yeah. I can remember too, a teacher who could have had a really cool last name. When a parent would come to the door, she'd be all smiles, and she would turn and look at us, and it would just go right back to that scowl. Oh, she hated us.
Yeah, there was a lot of times. I remember the one principal we had. He was easily made off topic, so we would see if we could get him to go the whole time without doing it, and he had this habit of his glasses would slide down his face, and he would adjust them in a kind of a unique way.
Yeah.
And so we would mock that constantly.
Was he fond of the strap too?
Oh yeah, he's the one that strapped charges in front of the whole class.
Yeah.
I think I've told that story on the show before, but it was brutally against any rules that should have. I think even at the time that was kind of horseshit.
I think he made Dave go get the strap too.
Oh yeah, he made him go to his office and Dave came back the first time saying he couldn't find it.
And then a swing and a miss was the best.
And then he goes back and he says, it's in my coat pocket. This psycho walked around with his strap in his coat pocket, and we're talking late 80s here, right?
Yeah.
It's not like you gotta quick whip a kid,
Yeah, you never know you're gonna have to beat a kid in the schoolyard. I guess
on the fly, you just need on the fly whip a kid. I think the whole point of it is that you don't do it with emotion, dude.
No.
Anyways, that guy's a psycho, man. That principal. I wish nothing but bad things for him. And yeah, that's a tough job too, though, because he could have been a nice dude, but just been driven crazy by years of kids fucking with him.
Yeah, it was a different time when you were allowed to beat kids.
Yeah, you were allowed to beat a lot of kids.
And your parents would say, "What did you do?"
Right.
Now that's not the case.
So, yeah, no, they don't care anymore. So, Kevin, the point is we have a huge gap, right?
Yeah, we do.
So, I thought for this episode, of Live from the Dutch Hall, what we would do is write questions. And so Kevin wrote some questions. How many do you figure you got there? Did you number them?
I would say 20.
About
Maybe
20 questions.
25, I don't know.
20 questions is reasonable. That's like a normal thing. Like, you play a game called 20 questions.
Sure.
I went 50 questions, and then also with like multiple parts.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So because I'm curious like a kitten,
Okay.
it's been one of my things. You know how like there's I have a nephew, Adrian, right?
Mm-hmm.
His name's Adrian Adventure is his name. Adventure is his middle name.
Oh, wow.
For reals.
Are you shitting me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
Oh, wow.
His name is Adrian Adventure Petoskey, and he's a really cool kid.
Adventure is his middle name. That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
and I'll tell you a sad story about this. This is this fucking pandemic thing that drives me crazy. It breaks my heart. We went to a fireworks like presentation out in at my sister-in-law's. It was in a field, right?
Right.
And I got to see my nephews. I haven't seen them through this whole thing,
Yeah.
And my youngest one, Adrian Adventure,
I love the kid's name.
and he's like hadn't had a haircut through the whole thing. He looks like Mowgli from the Jungle Book,
right? Yeah.
And he's like he's at that perfect, like he's about 3. He's 3, right?
Mhm.
So he's like at that. It's just a great age to talk to a kid,
Yeah.
So I walk in, I'm like, Adrian, like I'm happy to see him. I haven't seen him in so long, and he's like, "How do you know my name?" Is what he says. And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Your Uncle P." Like, God, it breaks my heart. You should know who I am.
Right.
In any other circumstance, I would have seen him a million times.
Yeah.
Like, it's just breaks my heart. This kid doesn't remember who I am, and because you should, Anyway, so the kid asks questions. He's at the age where he asks a lot of questions, right?
Right.
But he wasn't asking me questions. He was telling me like data about his mom.
Oh, wow.
He wanted to. He told me his mom's full name, like her full like legal name, and then he all night long. It's my mom likes pineapples. My mom likes my mom likes cherries. My mom. He's going on with this stuff. And I say to his mom, I'm like, this kid is a real fan of yours. Like he loves you, and he's telling me facts about you the whole time. And she goes, yeah, I just sit around all day answering the kids' questions. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's just like 14,
Yes.
12, blue, no. When I was 12, I don't know.
So this kid's a fountain of maybe useless knowledge.
Yeah, and she doesn't even know what she's really answering. Because it's just like a barrage of questions with no end. Like he's just endless curiosity, right?
Yeah.
I remember my brother one time. His son, his middle son, was very curious at a young age too,
Mm-hmm.
full of questions. And one time, my cousin said he thought it would be cool to give him he was doing land work in his tractor. He thought, I'll give your kid a ride, And he did like 2 rounds, and he's like,
It's just too many questions.
yeah, that was incredible. It was nonstop questions. I couldn't stop it. Even and Paul's youngest son, he decided to live at my house for a week when they went on vacation one time.
Right.
None of his other kids want to live with me, but he's like, no, I'm living at Uncle Pete's or whatever. He chose my house.
Yeah.
I was really tickled about that he chose me. So then we decided we're going to watch like a wrestling pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
So we're watching this wrestling pay-per-view, and they're like long. They're like 3 hours or something like that. The whole time, he just asked me questions the entire pay-per-view.
Was it a good pay-per-view?
Huh? I don't fucking know.
No.
Like, it wasn't as good as it would have been if he was shut up and like maybe watch it. But it was cool because he was like interested in it.
Sure.
And then he was impressed by my knowledge. He didn't appreciate yet that that's a sad thing for an adult man to know this much about wrestling.
I don't know. I don't know if that's sad, but
Wrestling's like my guilty pleasure. My kids have it's when you want to like shut your brain off.
yeah.
I'll watch wrestling because I don't really care.
I haven't watched it recently, but I used to love it.
Yeah, I still think it brings me like I don't know. It's like a creature comfort. It's like a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, the Attitude Era I liked, and after that,
My kids are drag race.
drag racing.
No, like RuPaul's
Oh,
Drag Race.
I'm like, okay, drag racing.
No,
No, but
Drag Race.
I know what you got. Yeah, I've never watched that show, but
I'm
sure it's interesting.
Dude, I'm telling you, I resisted watching that show, RuPaul's Drag Race, for so long, because I know how much I'm going to like it watching that shit.
Right.
Because it's ridiculous. It's like it's so ridiculous the amount of drama that they create or whatever. Yeah. And some of their bits are pretty outrageous. And then even when things are like bad, it's addictive to watch.
Sure.
Like,
especially the way they edit them.
Yeah. But the drama mostly is the part that I know I can become addicted to. And there's like fucking 100 seasons of this shit, eh? So like if the kids will be watching it, I'll be like, I don't want to watch that because I'll fucking become invested in this like this nonsense, and then I got to watch like 20 seasons of Drag Race because I'm addicted to it, eh?
Yeah, you need to know why this person's where they're at.
Yeah, I got to know what Dixie Normus is up to or whatever.
That's a good name.
That's my daughter's YouTube handle.
Dixie Normus?
Dixie Normus. I guess that was what Tommy Lee signed into hotels as.
Really?
Is Dixie Normus. And then but my daughter uses it as like her YouTube screen handle or whatever. And then so she's at like a volleyball end of year banquet, but these are done on Zoom now. Right? So in the one little box is my wife and my daughter, and underneath it says Dixie Normus. And they were like, someone had to give them a private text telling them to like change their screen name or something like that.
That's my name.
Yeah, no, that's what I want to go by. I want to go by Dixie Normus.
That's what I identify as.
Yeah, but I like the fact that that's my kid's name. Like it's like stupid funny, and like there's a reason why that jersey that hangs on the wall there, it's hung with not the numbers out. It's because of number 69, and I'm ashamed of it.
You got the cool number, the sex number.
Yeah, because it's a hack number.
Right.
It's like not funny, and my kids find that funny as well, and they don't feel the shame about it yet. Like when they hear every time the number 69 comes up, like it's a laugh.
Yeah.
And I like that, a fart gets a laugh.
Yeah.
Like that's a good household to grow up in, I think.
I think my kid calls it the sex number, like mockingly.
Yeah. What about 420 too?
Yeah.
Those are the two that come up where they go, I know what that means. It's something.
Ho ho ho.
Yeah. They don't really know what it means yet.
No.
So we should do a segment prior to the questions. Because the questions are going to run right to the end of the show.
Okay.
Because it's going to be fucking intense, dude.
Before you do with the segment, wager, how many questions do you think you'll really get through?
Well, some of mine are like rapid fire.
Okay.
And I wouldn't mind, there's ways we can do this where I can just rapid fire the questions and we whiz through this and it takes us like a minute and it's done.
I just think of how badly we'll get sidetracked.
But there are some of them which are meaty. Some of them that I put a little bit of that I made it difficult.
Okay.
So I don't know, but I would say let's go. I would think we're going to get through. So right between the two of us, we have approximately 75 questions.
Yeah.
I say we'll get through 40.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them are easy.
Yeah,
I'll do one question. I'll give a teaser right off the hop. Okay.
Okay.
Teaser before we get into it, because then we'll only have 39 to do. Red or blue?
Oh my God, that's my first question.
Is it really?
I swear to God.
Red or blue is your first one?
Swear to God.
Well, then we only have 38.
All right. There.
Well, no, we have to add. We'll take another one of mine.
That's a hell of a teaser.
Red or blue?
Blue.
Oh, I say blue as well. No, I'm red.
Okay. Why?
I just think it's sexier.
Okay.
Right? Red. Blue is sad. Red is like sexy. That's what I think. Why do you like blue?
I thought it was more boyish.
Oh, boyish?
Yeah.
What's red? Just blood?
Yeah, I was thinking Bloods and Crips too, honestly.
Oh, Bloods and Crips?
Yeah. Like, so you'd be a Blood for sure.
Would I be a Blood, though?
Yeah.
What's the difference? They have a difference in politics, philosophy?
I would imagine if you got deep into the gangs, you'd know.
They're more of like a drug gang. These guys run the numbers.
Can you imagine though if you were red and all of a sudden you you're a year in, you're like, wait a minute, I don't like the politics of the Reds. You're not switching back to blue.
Yeah, yeah. You know what's always confusing to me is that red in the States is conservative, and blue is
Democrat,
liberal.
Yeah.
And in Canada, red is liberal and blue is conservative. Like it's backwards.
We just got to be different.
Yeah. What about like England or Australia? You know what their reds and blues are?
No.
Yeah, me neither. In fact, who cares?
Yeah.
That's not why I picked red either.
They invented English though in England, right?
They must have.
Yeah.
They at least bought it there.
For sure.
They at least changed the name of it to English.
Yeah, and then spelled shit wrong.
I bet you the fucking Germans made it up though, or something.
Yeah, they lost it. It was war reparations or something like that.
Who knows?
Early wars we didn't know about. All right, what's this segment you want to do?
Oh, it's feedback. We got feedback.
We got feedback. It's feedback.
Oh, welcome to Feedback. We got feedback. This segment is brought to you by our friends at Amazon. Go to their website, Live from the Dutch Hall, and click on our Amazon banner. If you don't see it, it's because your ad blockers are on. Just click those things off, and then do your Amazon shopping. And you know what? That billionaire Bezos gets a little bit less money, and we get a little bit more. Very little bit, but it's ours and not his. And you know what? I feel good about that. You know, if you're going to be guilty enough that you're supporting big, ugly Amazon, getting rich while all these small businesses go broke, if you're going to support them anyways, which, let's face it, we all have to use them from time to time, you might as well go to livefromthedutchhall.com, then click the Amazon banner, then get the money to Peter, right?
Not to Bezos.
Yeah, yeah. And then I get to go to space with those two cocks. I'm starting my own space program.
You got a little jar?
Huh?
A little jar full of money that you're...
I just thought of another question
Okay.
that I want to add to the list. I'm going to just ask it
All right.
because I just thought underwater or space, like deep in the ocean or outer space.
Where would I rather live?
No, what exploration has more to offer mankind? The bottom of the ocean or outer space?
I think outer space.
Because it's bigger and it's infinite.
Yeah, I think the bottom of the ocean, you're just going to see fish with little flashlights on their foreheads.
But like, there's these sperm whales that dive like deep, and they got to eat like 60 giant squid a day.
Just
a day.
Wow.
And they'll go down to like where no camera can ever go to look, and they'll eat 60 giant squid and then come. Or no, they won't eat. They have to dive a bunch of times to eat the 60, but they're going down and catching squid every time.
How do we know?
Because they're eating them. They're still alive. They're eating.
How do we know there's squid down there?
Because they're in their whale's shit.
All right.
And it's and that's the thing is that they got to breathe air, right?
Mm-hmm.
So sperm whale they're up at the top, and then they go down and they dive real deep, like they're like these big dive bells the way they're designed. But then when they come up, they shit themselves. And then the shit on the top of the water is how they take stuff from the deep ocean and they replenish the top, or they feed the top with the deep ocean. Like the birds eat the shit, or it becomes like, I don't know, new life or something.
Little chunks of Squidward in
I watched it on a thing, but then I watched these scientists scoop the shit off the top of the water and then put it in a jar. And they were all excited because it proved that they were eating this time of year.
I just wonder how they know where it comes from, but I guess they've gone down so far.
Yeah, like they know that they're going down, and they know that they're eating squid because of the shit.
Mm-hmm.
So then they have to deduce that the squid are down there because they're not up at the top. Mm-hmm. And the only time they see giant squid is like when they're dead, right?
Yeah.
They'll find one once in a while.
Oh, you're going to be shocked to know I'm not a scientist, so I'm learning a lot.
I love nature shows. But anyways, every week we ask people to tell us what they think of our show, and they can go to livefromthedutchhall@gmail.com or thedutchhall@gmail.com, or they can go to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, fucking whatever, you know. Mm-hmm. They can talk to us. And you guys have done that. That's great. Those that either reached out. And I want to just give another shout out to our queen, our one and only Patreon shareholder, Jen Husko. I'm working on the video. I'm having trouble, but it's coming your way. There's 2 videos coming your way that I'm working on, and I promise they'll be there. And we'll do anything you ask to. Just send us an email. We're at your mercy because you actually are our only Patreon supporter.
She's paying the bills.
She goes to patreon.com/Dutch Hall, and she pays our goddamn bills. Everything we owe to Jen.
Good woman.
Yes. Anyways, what was I saying? So we asked you guys to give us feedback. And you know what? This week, we have a very special feedback from a person that is listening in some way to every single episode of the show, but at the same time, never sat and listened to a whole episode.
No kidding.
Yes. This person has never before provided official feedback. Well, this week, he will be doing so. This person is myself,
Oh, boy.
Peter Van Dyke.
Uh-oh.
So I just wanted to say, I find the last few weeks of the show, now, I got to admit, every year around this time, summertime, the weather gets nice. People stop listening to the show.
Right.
I start seeing the numbers go like a little lower.
They dip a little.
Yeah. And, sometimes I'm not in as many countries' charts as high as I was. You know,
Not trending.
I like to be, hey, I'm doing great in the Philippines. Hey, so I'm doing great in Armenia. But, like, I care about my babies. I care about Australia. I care about Denmark.
What's going on in Australia?
I'm like 101.
Oh, shit.
I used to be up at 16 or some goddamn thing, It's like, I'm going to tell you, it's just a little disheartening at times. But it's because of the warm weather, my numbers always tank, and I end up losing faith in my summertime shows.
Right.
And then I notice after, like, months go by, those summertime shows catch up. It's that people are out doing things outside. They're not listening to podcasts, right?
Right.
And, but that being said, the pandemic also has limited options. We have, I guess, cancel or reschedule and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do Zoom and all that, and I don't have any stimulus because I'm not able to go anywhere to see anything or interact with anybody. And you watch TV and it's all bullshit, and you just kind of get sick of it, right?
Yeah.
So it's I think the show is kind of been crap.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. No offense to you, Kevin, or it's because you've been part. I think we had the last good show we did was the one with Wes and Beaver and Mike.
Yeah, your dick fart one.
The Dick Fart one was the last good show that we did, and then we had okay shows.
Yep.
And my wife says I'm being hard on them, but I just think that something's like fucking. I'm not putting the work in or whatever it is. But I have to do more to make it better. Is what I think. That's what I think I got to do. But maybe I'm thinking too much about it. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I don't listen anymore.
Yeah, that's the problem,
Yeah.
right? So I don't know. That's why if you do think otherwise or you agree with me, just let me know. Live from the Dutch Hall at gmail.com.
It's the only way you make it better.
Because I'm going to do, like, I think I'm making more of a conscious effort to book guests, to write bits, to write jokes, all that stuff. So I'm hoping to be able to follow through on this. But like once the Habs get beat out, we're gonna have David Green in. David Green's a comic that we've never been able to get him on the show because he's always he ran a show in St. Catharines on Thursday nights.
Oh,
So I could never do his show, and he could never do this one.
right.
But now he can do it, but he can't do it on a night that the Montreal Canadiens play because he's a huge fan.
Well, let's hope they're done Saturday.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I told Mike Bowe today, I sent him a text. I watched the hockey game last night, and I sent him a text saying that Zach Hyman is the Dirk Coit of the Leafs.
He's definitely their honey badger.
Yeah. He was like going like that, like crazy last night. He's like he was trying twice as hard as everyone else that was out there.
It seemed that way.
Yeah, I liked watching that guy. I like making fun of his name too,
Hyman.
and I can do it when he says he's all over Hyman. You know, it just sounds fun to me.
Yeah, I like to hear like he broke his hymen.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it for the segment of feedback. We got feedback. So this is it. The questions period. I'm just gonna check our time here.
All right.
Oh, perfect. We're perfect on our time. So how do you want to do this? You want to do it back and forth? You ask a question, I ask a question.
Sure, let's try
until it runs out, and
Yep.
then I'll go rapid fire down mine after you run out.
Sounds good.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so it'll be like if I'll ask the first question, and then you answer it, and it'll give, and then do you want me to answer it as well, or say if I agree or disagree, or just keep it as it is and go to the next one, or yeah, we'll see where it takes it. We'll
All
see
right.
how many of these we can get through. Okay,
Sounds good.
so I'm going.
Yep.
And we're satisfied with it. Then you go. That sort of thing.
Yep.
Okay. Ready?
Sure.
Fast or slow?
Slow.
I agree.
All right. What's your favorite food?
Favorite food?
Yep.
I would say peanut butter cookies.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
Yeah, I like peanut butter cookies.
I like peanut butter in general. It's pretty good.
You like peanut butter in general?
Oh my god, by the spoonful.
Really? You just go to town on a thing of peanut butter?
You don't get in shape like me from eating things like good things.
You know what? Your wife should put that in her pussy.
Oh,
Little tip to her: you take that home,
I
you just
will.
give it, put it under her pillow. A little note that says Pete
this
says
is what we think.
Okay, Kevin, it'll make you both happy. You like?
Sure.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Dirty or clean?
Dirty.
Oh, of course, dirty. We're starting out easy. I'm easing in on these.
I think dirty's easier too.
Yeah.
All right. If you could add 3 inches to your penis or get $500,000, what would you do?
Now, does my penis get any more hard?
Yeah, like it's 3 inches to whatever you got going on now, and it works amazing, or $500,000.
And it works amazing.
Yeah,
Okay, because I gotta tell you, I'm
you got like a 20-year-old dick.
wow. Not only do we get because right now I have trouble filling up what I got.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mhm.
So like if I give me 3 inches and you say I can fill those 3 inches up,
Mm-hmm. Or $500,000.
yeah, or money. I'm definitely going with the cock because I think that would be a sweet, sweet deal. It would change my life for the better, and I would be markedly better. My life would be markedly better with 3 more inches of rock hard cock because everything in my life is better. Confidence, everything's going to feel better. $500,000, I will just either put it into some sort of equity that sits somewhere that I don't get to enjoy,
Mm-hmm.
or I would spend it and then it would blow it and it would be gone, and then essentially it would give me short-term happiness, not long-term happiness, where that cock's giving me long-term happiness. And you're saying it works,
Yeah, man.
which
What?
it's like a double improvement. I'm going fucking cock, hands down.
I have a follow-up.
Oh, yes.
What would your wife pick?
Oh, she'd pick the cock, too.
Good.
Definitely.
That's awesome.
Well, we're not all about money, me and Jane. We
No,
live a
no.
modest life, eh? We live a modest life. Bang, marry, kill.
All right.
COVID, cancer, diabetes.
Oof.
There's only one answer to this, by the way. Anything short of this answer is incorrect, in my opinion.
All right. So it's bang, marry, kill, COVID,
Cancer,
cancer.
diabetes.
All right. I would definitely kill cancer. Marry COVID and fuck diabetes.
That's incorrect.
All right.
The
Let's hear the correct answer.
correct answer is that you would kill COVID.
Oh yeah.
Yes. You would marry diabetes, and fuck,
Fuck
cancer.
cancer. Ah, very good.
That's the real answer.
All right. Carlin or Pryor?
Pryor, hands down, Pryor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carlin was a writer, but he got grumpier at the end, and he was preachier. Where I laughed more at Pryor, and that's to me the winner. Whoever makes you laugh harder, that's why I go Pryor.
Perfect.
Okay, you're trapped on a desert island with your dog Buster,
All right.
right? There are tons of like snails,
Mm-hmm.
snakes, and bugs to eat on this island. How long before you eat your dog?
I'm able to make fire.
You're able to make fire.
Okay.
Yep.
How long before I eat the dog? I think I could probably go on snake for a little bit if I'm able to make fire. I've heard that snake tastes like chicken, like
Right,
everything else in the world. I keep Buster around for a while, but I also got to feed Buster too. And that's a problem.
That is the catch right there.
Yeah.
If Buster eats snake, and
That's
there's
less
enough
snake for me.
and there's enough snake, you're fine. You
Yeah.
know. But if Buster is starting to eat your food, then Buster has to become the food.
Yeah, Buster's got to go.
Yep. Fuck him, eh?
Yeah, fuck Buster.
We're on the same page on that one.
All right. Fuck, marry, kill.
Hmm.
Wes, Mike, and Charters.
Ooh. Well, Jesus.
I was going to give you the Friends girls at first, but then I thought,
Wes, Mike, and Charters?
yeah,
Oh, man.
it's awful because two are like blood relatives.
Yeah, I can't kill my family. And so two of them are blood relatives. One of them's going to leave my blood relative a widower,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I have like one's my cousin, one's my second cousin, one is married to my first cousin. So just from the family thing,
Mm-hmm.
I would have the least amount of grief if I killed Wes because he's a second cousin.
I didn't even see it going this way.
So we don't go to the Hagens Christmas. We're related, but we're like second cousin. Like, so the Hagens, like we wouldn't see them very often. So as far as upsetting the family goes,
Okay.
I would do the least amount of damage by killing Wes. That being said, I'm blood relative to Wes.
Right.
And Wes is, as you know, my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Of those three, he's my favorite. But, think of the reality of what I'm going to do. Dave with his 4 kids, and how much my family would not forgive me for what I did to poor Teresa for killing Dave.
You're in a real pickle here.
I'm in a real pickle because you know how much I love Wes. But I'm going to have to kill Wes, unfortunately, because it's the only move I can make.
He can't be mad. Like you're just going with the options you have.
I still want to have a relationship with my family. I'm going to do too much damage if I kill even Charters just because he married in.
Yeah.
And then, but I would obviously want to kill Charters first. But anyway, so Wes. And then I would marry Mike and then fuck Charters.
All right. That makes sense to me. Because you can marry Mike and not have to fuck him.
No, that's true.
Yep.
Or I could fuck him every week.
Yes, you could.
On Sundays.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, after, trying to unwind before you get up for work on
Sure.
Monday.
You could have a hard week.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, my turn?
Yep.
What is the worst crime you've ever committed?
God. Is inadvertently stealing something a crime? It is if you don't admit to it, right? So if you walk out of a store, with something like, in your cart that you...
Yeah.
That's a crime?
Theft under, say theft under 1,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
It would be like petty theft.
Or getting wrong change and just taking it?
Yeah, exactly.
I
That
guess-
would be like your worst?
I think so.
Yeah, I think mine would probably be bank fraud or something.
For maybe? Okay.
Because I've worked for a bank.
Yeah.
And I probably did something that wasn't correct.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know when I started out working for a lending institution, this guy who I was working with up in Listowel, he was teaching me that you don't have to go all the way out to the clients to sign papers. Just put up against the window and just like
Copy?
you just kind of half-ass trace their
Oh,
signature.
okay.
and then you don't have to even go up. You can go golfing for the afternoon.
I
That's what
guess-
he would say.
I guess that is.
So like I don't think I don't remember doing it per se, but I think probably somewhere along the lines I would have done something along those lines where I would have like not forged a signature, but like just like done something that wasn't quite in the rules, but hoped I didn't get caught by an auditor or something like that,
Right.
which technically by the letter of the law could be construed kind of as fraudulent, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to say if I would have committed bank fraud or not. I know I've done I don't know if I've taken I know I've taken illegal drugs, but is that against the law?
Yep.
You can to take them. It is, but at one point
Oh,
they were in your
yeah,
possession.
yeah,
you had
yeah.
to possess them before you took them.
Yeah, I don't know if it's legal to take them, but definitely possessing them.
Yeah, I would have taken some illegal drugs at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And drinking and driving.
Yeah, same here. That's one for me. And
What about drink? You've done drinking and driving.
yeah, and underage too. Oh my God, when we were teenagers.
You ever kill a hobo?
No, I haven't killed a hobo.
Yeah. Okay.
You?
No.
Oh, that's good.
Not anymore. Sorry.
Not that I'm going to talk about it. Ever since the incident.
Yeah. Anyways, cool.
Me?
Yep.
This is a mean one. What sister's your favorite?
Oh, that is not right.
I laughed like hell when I wrote that question down too. And you don't have to answer it. It was just,
Yeah, that's unfair. I can't do it. I would hurt.
Yeah, it was.
But the real answer.
Oh, I never wanted you to answer it.
I'm gonna though because I don't want to be a wuss about it.
I just wanted to see your face.
The real answer, I have to go again logically here
Uh-huh.
against emotion here. I'm gonna have to go with my sister Lori because we were amongst the big kids.
You're closest.
There was me and her were a year and a half apart, and then my other brother and sister were a year and a half apart, and there was like a 3-year gap between the two groups.
Mm-hmm.
So like we were the big kids and the little kids. So me and Lori were the big kids, so I would have to give her the slight edge because of that. But God damn it. I hope this doesn't ruin our whole family relationship. If they're both listeners, they probably are.
It's probably my fault.
Yeah.
It is my fault.
Really breaks my heart. I'm sorry, Lisa.
And he doesn't mean it.
Honesty or kindness?
Oh. Honesty.
I agree.
I don't know.
I agree. It's just like to me, I think honesty is I think honesty is the number one thing.
Sometimes it's the kindest thing to do too. Might not feel like it when you're doing it, but
Yeah. I don't even trust lube, man.
no.
No. Fucking who are they kidding? Oh, I'm having a great time. Are you? Why are you squeezing that thing in your wazoo the whole time?
Fair enough.
You got half a tube of KY in that mid of yours. You must be having a great fucking time. You better
What
you
a
better
take.
have some sort of disorder or
Yeah.
fucking lube. I don't trust it, man. I want to know.
You don't support it.
I think you're just pretending to have a good time with lube. If you want to show you're having a good time, you get wet the old
Self-lubricate.
You get the puss to do its own work, man.
That's right. Anyway,
Anyways.
you're doing it right. All right. What would Wes have to do for you to not like him?
Ooh. He would have to either be cruel to my kids or my mother.
Wow.
My kids or my mother. If he was cruel to them,
Mm-hmm.
which Wes would be incapable of doing,
Yeah.
which is why. But
That's why he's your favorite.
yeah, I don't think he has this in him. I think he's salt of the earth. But if he was all of a sudden if he was to like just like say, just knee my mom in the chin.
Just for no reason.
Yeah.
Even if he had a reason still.
Yeah, I don't care how much for you. My mom's giving him some lip, and Wes just fucking goes with the high knee, the Harley race high knee.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm sorry, Wes. Me and you are on the outs right now.
That was uncalled for.
He shouldn't have done that.
Oh, that's good.
That's what I think. Who's your favorite Disney princess?
Wow. I wanted to say Pocahontas, but she's not a princess.
She counts though.
Does she really?
Yeah, if she's in the, she counts as one of the princesses. You like Pocahontas the best?
The only other one I can think of is Elsa. Is that a princess? Or is she?
I don't know. She counts. She's the frozen one.
Yeah.
I'm having some sort of appendicitis, like Houdini.
How about you?
My favorite is Belle. She's most like my wife, Bookworm.
Nice.
Smart girl, hot. Falls in love with a fucking ogre or whatever, like a beast who's like unable to control his emotions. It's very much like my wife and I. That's why I relate the most to Belle.
Okay.
Beauty and the Beast. You know what? I talked about this on my show before, but it's one of my favorite stories. My brother-in-law is a great fisherman.
Right.
He's really good at hunting and fishing. And we go down to Disney World, and he keeps saying to his daughter, hey, you want to go see Ariel? You want to go see Ariel? We'll go to Ariel's thing or whatever. He's very insistent to go to Ariel. And she's got the one thing where you got to stand in line to get Ariel's autograph or whatever. He's in line with his daughter who doesn't want to be there. Get the autograph. And then we go to the Ariel play, and he's sitting beside me, and he's like loving the Ariel play, right? And he's really likes Ariel, you know? And he's saying how hot she is and stuff like that. And I realize he loves fishing so much that Ariel's half fish.
Oh.
So it's like a hot chick with boobs, and it's like you get to fuck a fish. Right?
Yeah.
It's the best of both worlds, eh?
Oh.
He likes Ariel.
I used to like Lunette the Clown. Different, not a princess. Love Lunette, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who is some... Oh, yeah, anyways, Lunette. Anyway, your turn.
All right. What era would you love to be like a late teen or early 20s in? Like like the 50s, 60s, 70s.
Oh, 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 70s before where you didn't know how much damage the drugs were doing, and the STDs didn't exist yet.
Yeah.
And you got to wear, and the cool clothes and cool cars, and the music was good.
Yeah, I was stuck when I thought of it. I was like, not 68 to 78. I wish that was a decade.
Yeah.
Just before. But then, I don't know.
Yeah, I always think 70s because that was my early childhood, and then I just like the cars, the style. Yeah, I think 70s. What would you go?
I wish that between 68 and 78 was an actual decade.
Yeah, I don't want to go too disco, but there was good music through that. Al Pacino or Robert De Niro?
Al Pacino.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What about
And I love movies that Robert De Niro's in. I just, I think he's got nothing to say. He's a bore outside of anything that's like a movie.
I'll agree with that. I'll give Pacino the nod. Even though Jack and Jill. Do you ever watch Jack and Jill, the Adam Sandler movie?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Al Pacino's in that.
Is he good or bad?
No, Al Pacino's fine. He's Al Pacino, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can't believe he's in the fucking movie because the movie's pretty bad. This is the one that Sandler plays
both roles.
Yeah, brother and sister, and they're like, how the fuck does he get Al Pacino in this piece of shit movie?
Must be for a laugh, yeah.
It was a weak movie, but yeah, Pacino's pretty funny in it actually. The movie's still, as much as I say it's a piece of shit, it's still fucking. You watch it and you still laugh.
Yeah.
And then everyone says it's garbage, but it's like, yeah, but you put it on and you're laughing. How can you say it's garbage?
He's a billionaire.
Yeah,
he's done something right.
It's not that bad, yeah.
Yep. All right, who do you think, and it could be from any era, the hottest actress ever is?
Any era?
Yep.
Hottest actress ever. Ooh, hottest. So, are we talking about here an object of sexual attraction, like someone I want to actually have intercourse with, or is it someone I want to get married to, spend the rest of my life with? She's just beautiful.
Let's go sex first, and then
okay, because the different sex appeal, actress, any era.
Yep.
God damn it. This is always tough for me because I like to bang so many people.
You're worried about what you're missing.
Yeah.
And it's not, you know what? It's not your final choice.
Yeah, I'm just thinking even to come up with like a one that's going to pop out because we went all eras, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say, really, yeah, I'm going to go Audrey Hepburn. I'm going to go
wow.
Audrey Hepburn.
Good call. Good call.
She's both. She's got a bit of both on that one. Like she's someone you could see yourself getting along with, but also someone you would really want to bang.
Yeah.
Audrey Hepburn.
That's a good pick.
Who would you bang?
I wanted to be a jokester and say Zsa Zsa Gabor, but Raquel Welch is a good-looking woman too.
Raquel Welch too. Yeah, she held up pretty good.
Yep.
And back in the day, Raquel Welch, there wasn't anyone hotter. Oh yeah,
Or Cloris Leachman.
Cloris Leachman. Yeah, anytime.
Funny gal.
Dusty now. Is it my time?
It's your turn.
Okay, your wife. Oh, sorry. You find a cure for COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
The world agrees that if you give it to the world, that you can bang any one person that you want.
Right.
This is any person in the world that you want to bang. The
Mhm.
world all agrees.
It's okay.
If you pick me, I gotta let you bang me.
All right.
Right? Like that's everyone in the world agrees.
Yeah.
So everyone in the world's just saying, okay, we sign it up, give us the cure for COVID, and cross your fingers he doesn't choose me. But you're gonna choose one person,
right?
And that person's gonna be like, fuck. What are the odds?
Yeah.
And fuck them. Okay. Your wife is cool with it.
Yep.
Everybody's cool with it. And it's not even that you gotta pass. I think you have to bang somebody.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Because you can't pick your wife.
No.
You can't pick your wife. You get to bang somebody else.
She might even be agreeable to it.
Who is it? Who are you picking?
Vladimir Putin's wife.
Oh, really? She's pretty hot, eh?
I have no idea.
Oh, no?
No. I just think it'd be funny because he'd have to go with it, too.
Oh, really? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
if the whole world agrees, right?
Yeah, you get to go Putin's wife.
Yeah. Or
Oh,
Queen
no.
Elizabeth. I don't know. I don't know. That's not true. Vladimir Putin's wife.
That's a pretty cool move, man. I like it.
How about you?
I would probably go with I'd probably go with I don't know, one of my kids' friends or something. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just totally kidding. But I don't know. I don't really have. Like I'm so lame. Like I swear to God, I dream when I have sex dreams.
Mhm.
Sometimes the name is different,
Yeah.
but it'll be my wife still. Like I just don't have any. Like I don't really. I would probably, but if I had to go, like say, like, you know what? God damn it, I'd like to bang that girl finally. I would have to go with. God damn it.
Sue from the corner store. I don't know.
I would prefer to bang somebody I know, to be honest,
Yeah.
because then it's like it's real, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to think who would be a real nice person to bang. Probably a musician. I like musicians.
Stevie Nicks.
Too old. We're gonna go younger than that. If I'm gonna bang a musician, I'm gonna go with
The girl who sang Barbie Girl.
No, too foreign. too. What is she? Swedish? Or
I have
something?
no idea.
Finnish or something. I'm gonna go with. I still have to respect her.
Mhm.
I respect her art.
Pink.
Yeah, she's okay. Pink's all right. You're getting in the ballparky there.
Beyonce.
Beyonce. That's a power move.
The
Go
girl
with
from
the
girl
Queen
from
Bee?
Yeah, the girl from The Voice that's married that likes the country singer. Gwen Stefani. Too old.
I don't know about too old, but I don't know. She just there's something about her. It's just lacking a little something, little something that's just lacking there. You know, in my opinion. Let me see here. I do like.
What about the Carrie Underwood?
Nope. not my, and I'm not a blonde. Maybe
Not your cup of tea.
you know who I like that might surprise you. Fiona Apple.
Oh yeah.
Fiona Apple to me is very, very sexy. But some people disagree with me on that one. I'm like, what don't you see about her? She's gorgeous, man. I like Fiona Apple. Like, she's really sexy. But
I was gonna throw out Joan Jett.
Joan Jett in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like Joan Jett.
Yeah.
But I also liked,
Lita Ford. Not too blonde.
you know, Facts of Life?
Which one? Blair?
No, I would go Joe.
Oh, Tootie.
Joe is an obvious lesbian, right?
Yeah. I think so.
And I just went with her because she was the most like a boy. She'd be the coolest to hang out with. As I wasn't watching it because I didn't know anything about sex, eh?
Yeah.
Anyway, so
You
that's
weren't
why.
You weren't a Natalie guy.
No, but my roommate Kyle was.
Yeah.
He loved Natalie the most. What was her name? Mindy Cohn.
You are good with the names.
Mindy Cohn. Well, because he talked about her all the time.
No
Mindy
kidding.
Cohn. He was a huge Mindy Cohn fan.
I know the song.
Natalie.
I know the song, but
Yeah, there's Lisa Welchel.
she was the blonde,
Yeah, she was Blair.
and Joe was
Nancy McKeon.
Nancy McKeon. Yeah.
And then Kim Fields as Tootie.
Toot 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 on Tootie. Yep.
But originally there was a bigger cast, and there was like there was a bunch more girls in it. And some of those girls ended up being famous too, but I can't remember who they were now. And Mrs. Garrett came from Different Strokes.
Yep.
Anyways, that was we got distracted. So we did Who We Were Gonna Bang. I think you're up.
Boobs or butt?
Oh, I had that one too. But
Yeah. Same. Always a butt guy.
always was. Yeah.
Same here.
Thing about boobs is, and I can always go to this story. You know, both of these girls I'm talking about, they're girls from our hometown,
Mm-hmm.
and we were in our early 20s, and they had this thing at the Turkey Point Hotel,
Mhm.
wet T-shirt contest.
Yeah, heard of them.
And one year, they were giving out Rolling Stones tickets to the winner of the wet T-shirt contest.
No kidding.
And there were these two girls from our hometown
Yep.
who had really big boobs, and they were very good-looking girls. They were
Right.
both very attractive, very busty women, and they both wanted to go see the Rolling Stones, and they were going to go in the wet T-shirt contest. And we all knew if you're going to win the wet T-shirt contest at the Turkey Point Hotel, it was
Skin to win.
skin to win.
Yep.
So we're going to go see these two girls' tits. So we all were at the Turkey Point Hotel,
Yeah.
and we've all been fantasizing about these girls' tits for like ever.
Yeah.
And it comes to the time where it's like the showdown at the end. Who's going to win it? The last applause thing, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like both kind of like hold your breath and show your tits. We all kind of like with like holding our breath. They pull up their shirts and they show their tits, and they're just like they were too big,
Yeah.
and they were kind of like veiny, and the nipples were like bigger than what you're used to, and you know what I mean? It was just like something to get your head around.
Yeah.
And then I realized, like,
Butts are where it's at.
yeah, like even a big butt, you know, still, I don't know, still fun.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of this new trend, like the Kardashian-sized butt, but nice shape.
Would you? I don't have this written down, but morbidly obese or anorexic.
Oh, both are sad, like conditions. I don't know.
But you have
Not to be serious.
you have to have sex with one.
Oh,
That's the question.
wow. Wow. Morbidly obese. I'll go morbidly obese.
I'm gonna go with anorexic on that one.
All right.
Like a nice heroin chic. Oh,
You're up.
Oh, I'm up?
Yep.
Who is the last famous person that you met?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I can't even think of the last. No.
You can't think of the last famous person you met? Because the next question is going to be, I'm going to group it in the...
All right.
Who's the most famous person you've ever met?
I think I met Wendell Clark once. Like, I have not met a lot of famous people.
Wendell Clark?
Yeah.
He's pretty famous.
How about you?
Well, I had my last famous person was Dave Attell.
Uh-huh.
I saw him at Helium in Buffalo. And the most famous person I had, like, was either Wayne Gretzky or Mick Foley.
Oh, pretty cool.
You know Cactus Jack?
Yeah, man.
Mick Foley? He was at Disney World.
No kidding.
Yeah, I was with my kids or babies at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and we were in the Mickey's Village, and there was like a playground there, just for little kids. And so I go in there with my daughter, and Mick Foley comes in with kid. He had 2 kids, I think, in
You got a daughter
a
for
stroller
sure,
that were like the same age as my kids, and he sits down with his babies, and I'm like, "Hey, Mick," and then he sits down right beside me, and we're just starting to have a conversation, and my daughter shits in her onesie, and it comes right out the top of her her like onesie. There's shit everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
And so I immediately had to go run her in the bathroom, and I cleaned the shit out of all over. And by the time I got
He was
cleaned
gone.
up, he was gone. Yeah.
Huh.
But and then Wayne Gretzky, I worked at the Wayne Gretzky celebrity.
Tennis tournament?
Yeah, but it was baseball when I worked there,
Oh, okay.
and I went to go see John Candy. That's why I wanted to work that thing. I got my friend Nicola to get me the job.
Yeah.
Because I want to meet John Candy because he was like a hero of mine. And John Candy canceled, and they replaced him with Jim Ralph.
Oh, the
Okay.
commentator.
Yeah, the backup goalie that did Don Cherry impressions or whatever. You know, he's an okay entertainer, but when you're expecting John Candy, it's like a letdown, you know?
I remember Herb Tarlick, whoever that guy really is. He played at one of those.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, I know. And the one I was working at, it was Alan Thicke was there,
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Browning,
Skater?
yeah, the figure skater, who's not gay.
No.
No, he was definitely doing stuff with this girl at that night. That was for reals. And Shannon Doherty was there.
Ooh, 90210 girl.
Yeah, but at that time she was Our House
Wow, really?
with Wilford Brimley and Marlena from Days of Our Lives or whatever. Was on that show, but and then it was and she was also had been on Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, no
Her
kidding.
and Jason Bateman were like these orphans that Ma and Pa adopted, like after
Okay.
like other kids were grown.
Oh, like Laura and them all left?
Yeah, they were grown.
Mary Ann? Was it Laura? Mary?
Mary, the one that went blind from the scarlet fever.
Was that why she went blind?
Oh yeah,
Why didn't she fall down the hill?
I don't know, but my cousin Teresa and Christine, when we were kids,
Yeah.
they had a hill that was like that.
Da, 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 da.
And they would always do the impersonation of Mary running down the hill when she was blind because she had and they just kept falling.
Makes more sense.
Yeah, because she couldn't see where she was going. It was funny. But I remember we would do that as kids and get a big laugh out of it. It's considered to be insensitive now.
I would say it probably is.
Yeah. Anyways, who's you up?
Yep. What would a day with Dave Attell consist of?
What do I think?
Yeah, like if you could have a day with Dave Attell.
If I could spend a day with him?
Yep.
Well,
Okay, what would your ideal day with Dave Attell be? Because I think a real day
Yeah.
with Dave Attell would be a snore.
Yeah, he would be like trying to avoid me.
Yeah.
The
Leave me
entire
alone.
time. Yeah, get this guy out of here. You know? But I would be. I would just want to pick his brain as much as I could. But God, it'd be like, it'd be so like the last thing I'd want to do is like get him to go over my act because it would be no comedian likes when another comedian like
Yeah.
makes them listen to their jokes, especially if it's not like it's one thing to say like, hey, I'm going up, can you pay attention to me going up this time and just
Yeah.
tell me what you think, versus like, hey, I got this idea for a joke that I'm thinking about telling on stage, I'm going to bounce it off. Like, I wouldn't want to do that to him ever. So if I was going to spend a day with him where it would be enjoyable, I would want to do something that he would enjoy. How about this? I would probably want to just go drinking. But I don't know if he still drinks anymore, but I would probably just want to get really boozed with him.
Yeah. Just some fun.
Yeah, I want to go to like a dive bar that he would like and just get like tanked with him. That would
Yeah.
be the most fun. Because then all the comedy stuff would come out like more organically. And it wouldn't be like I would be there plugging them. Yeah, get boozed.
Plus, it's your fantasy day with him, so he does drink.
Yeah, we both fell off the wagon for that day.
Right on.
Have you ever had an STD?
No, but I had that question for you too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I also have not had one.
No.
We're on second page, man.
All right. How many guys have you slept with?
Like slept with?
That's however you take the question.
Well,
Because I know you've.
I've slept with my brother when we were young.
Yeah.
I-
Nothing about sex.
Yeah, I slept with this a black guy while we were tree planting in a twin bed.
Yeah. Oh, that's a tight fit.
It's a tight bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to this. I had like we had an alarm clock watch, and at 4:00 in the morning it would go off, and then I would just roll over and whisper in Mike's ear like, "It's time to get up, buddy."
That's awesome.
It was like we were like a married couple, but we were 8 weeks tree planting together. And we were like a married couple, but like it was definitely platonic, no sex between us. And he's a handsome dude.
Yeah.
I'll go full on the record and say it. I think you might even listen to the show. I'm full on the record. Mike was handsome. I slept with him.
Yeah.
But it was purely platonic between the two
That's
of us.
right. You're just sharing a bed.
Yeah. So that's two guys. And then there's all the hotel room stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So like I would have to say with all the hotel room like concerts and hockey tournaments and stuff like that, Jesus, I'd have to go.
Couple thousand.
No, but I bet you like probably 20.
Oh, that's a good number.
Yeah, 20. Reverse cowboy or doggy style?
Oh, reverse cowboy.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I'm taking doggy.
All right. What's better than sex?
Comedy. Performing stand-up comedy.
That's, I didn't expect an answer. That's good.
Or having sex performed on you. Does that count?
At a comedy show.
Yeah. While telling jokes. That'd be great. You can only do one of these the rest of your life. Oral sex or regular sex.
Does that mean like
You have to give up the other one and
giving and taking?
Yep.
I'm going to go oral and save my back.
I'm actually going to go oral too.
Yeah.
I think it's just more of a functional thing.
Yep.
If you're going to take it out of the whole equation,
Yeah.
I don't even want to do regular sex if you're going to take oral sex out of it. I like having it as part of the repertoire.
That's a good call.
What if you need like you blow a tire?
Yeah, you get a bad wheel, you got to
use the pump.
Very good.
Right?
Yep. Have you ever considered plastic surgery?
No.
No?
No. Football, baseball, or basketball?
Football.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'd have to pick basketball, but not care about any of it.
And I was just talking watching.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, for me. I don't know. Basketball, I don't understand it well enough, and baseball's good for a nap.
Yeah, I think as I get older, I might get more into baseball because I think then you kind of like the pace starts to suit you more, and you get
It's
into
more soothing.
Yeah. You're up.
If you wanted to kill me, how would you do it?
If I want to kill you?
Yeah.
You're bigger than I am.
You're not going to poison earphones or a microphone.
Now, I wouldn't want to poison you, Kev, because I don't think that's an honorable way for you to die. And I want to kill you, but I still like you. So I may take you down in a bloody bare knuckle beating.
Oh, that's a good way.
You know? But also strangulation is somehow like probably something I would do.
Yeah.
To kill something or someone. Like if I had to in a pinch, I would just go to like choke them out, like till they passed away.
Not getting a good soldier's death like in Gladiator, like a nice knife through the trap. Somehow that gets the lung, I think.
Yeah, I see. I'm not a weapons guy.
No.
I don't have the time. But a brutal beating?
Yeah, you like. Yeah, 'cause you get to feel it too, right?
A bludgeoning?
You get to feel what you did.
Yeah, it's like hard work.
Ah.
You really pull it off.
All right.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the Grand Wizard of the KKK, how racist are you?
I'm about a 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's nice.
yeah. I'm no Grand Wizard. You?
Well, a 2. Now I can't go higher than 2. Now you said you're 2, right? But yeah, I'm in that ballpark. I was maybe gonna go 3, but like,
Yeah.
but like I'm in the ballpark. I don't think I'm not gonna get a passing grade of racist.
No, by today's standards, like I might be higher, but I don't know. I have no malice towards anybody.
All right. Your turn. Do you have any left?
Yeah. Do my pants make my ass look fat?
No. That I'm pretty sure that's your ass.
Okay.
And okay, I want to just do, if you don't mind, Kev.
Yeah.
I want to just do like a rapid fire with you.
That sounds good.
We'll go rapid fire. I'm not going to elaborate, and we'll just see if we can get through these. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna go real fast here. Just get through a bunch of them.
Yep.
Have you ever kissed a man on your lips? And your dad when you're a kid doesn't count.
No.
Have you ever taken a picture of your dick?
Yeah.
Was it hard?
No.
Stepsister porn or stepmother porn?
Stepmother.
Black or Asian?
Black.
What was the last time you saw a boob in real life that you weren't expecting?
Ooh. Wow, it's long enough that I can't really tell you. I don't know.
Oh, really? That long?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your death row meal?
Oh boy. I go like steak, chicken wings. It'd be high protein.
I really, mine's pussy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well played. That's a veteran pick right there.
Yeah. Would you rather your son date?
Pussy.
Would you rather your son dated a stripper or a girl with an OnlyFans account where she fucks her hairbrush?
I'm going OnlyFans. They make money.
Oh,
They make more money.
What is the youngest woman you would ever consider dating?
Right now,
Yeah, at your age.
dating, 25, and that's like way too young.
What's the best religion?
Like Christianity,
Oh, good.
new religion genes.
What is your guiltiest pleasure?
Will Smith's "Getting Jiggy with It" song.
Oh, Mary Kate or Ashley?
Oh, either.
Come on, you got to pick one.
Mary Kate.
Oh, there you go. Who's your favorite billionaire?
Musk.
No arms or no legs?
Oof. No legs.
That's right. You can get those fake legs like that guy that killed his girlfriend.
Yeah, the runner.
Yeah, have you ever dyed your hair?
Frosted Tips count?
Yep.
Yep.
What's the last movie that made you cry? Come on, you don't cry?
Free Willy.
Oh. That was a sad one, man.
Yeah.
He was sad.
Oh.
What was the largest animal that you've ever killed?
Gopher.
Mine is hooker.
Ooh.
No. The world decides that there are too many people. In order to thin out the population, they send out murder cards to good citizens.
Yeah.
You get one in the mail.
Uh-huh.
How do you kill your person?
With a big sword.
How do you choose who to kill?
Oh, I thought you got... Oh, wow. I was hoping the name would be on the card.
Oh, no, you get to pick anyone you want, but you have to kill someone. Oh, wait. Yeah.
I don't know. First person that cuts me off in traffic.
Oh, then you kill him with a sword.
Yep.
Nice.
I don't know how I get him to stop, but...
Have you ever tasted human breast milk as an adult?
Nope.
Really? It's sweet.
Is it?
Yep. How many times do you estimate you've had sex in your life? Probably about 30 years of fucking.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know how to do that math.
If you did it once a week,
9,000 times? I don't know.
if you did it once a week for 30 years, that was like 50 times a year. So that'd be like 1,500 times.
All right, we'll go with that.
That's a fucking lot, man.
It's a good number.
It's a lot of fucking.
That's why you pick oral over that other question.
Because you've done it enough times,
Yeah, your
right?
back hurts.
When was the last time you shit your pants?
I don't know. 10 years ago.
Who would win? That's impressive. Who would win in a fight, Mr. Rogers or the Dalai Lama?
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, probably right. Burt Reynolds or Chuck Norris?
Burt Reynolds.
Fucking right. Name a Chuck Norris movie. I don't know.
I don't know.
I can name a million Burt Reynolds ones. Who's your favorite new kid on the block?
The underwear kid. Is that guy?
That was-
Wahlberg?
His brother was.
Oh.
Donnie was.
Justin Timberlake? That's NSYNC.
In sync or something.
I'll go with the Wahlberg.
Okay, Donnie, he's good. He was the one in Sixth Sense.
Oh.
If your wife was hit by a piece of the Chinese space program
Yeah.
and tragically killed,
Uh-huh.
how long before you get laid?
Half an hour?
Would that time change if you were divorced,
No.
or if she cheated on you? It's the same sort of
Half
time.
hour.
Yeah, you're going with it. Normally, I was expecting a different answer for the first one, and that's why. All right, this is my last question I'm going to ask you today, Kevin.
All right.
Pandemic is officially over, and things are at full capacity again. What are you looking forward most to doing?
I want to see a concert.
Me too, man, to be honest with you. But I would rather perform comedy.
Mm-hmm.
What changed most about you since the beginning of this pandemic?
My weight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How much you figure you gained?
At least 20.
And where would you like to travel first?
South. I anywhere south. Caribbean.
Anywhere warm?
Yep.
All right, that's all I got.
That's all you got?
Do you have anything that you want to get through in yours? Or are you happy with what you've asked?
Yeah, I'll ask you one question. Why does everybody hate Nickelback?
Oh, really? Nickelback, because the Chad.
All right.
The Chad.
That's fair.
You don't say anymore. Kruger, but apparently in real life he's a real fun guy. And he's all right. That's what I've heard.
Never met him.
But, yeah, the Chad, he gets a bad bum rap. Charters loves Nickelback. He doesn't see what the problem is.
Well.
You know that one song, Rockstar? It does.
Yeah.
It's catchy as fuck, eh?
I don't know. I think a lot of people are closet Nickelback fans, personally.
Oh, one I didn't have on there, but I am interested to ask you now that's
All right.
all said and done. Do you think there's a place for bald people in rock and roll?
Bald people?
Bald people.
Definitely.
Why is there none?
They're always drummers, if there are.
Yeah, I heard Noel Gallagher. He said the only reason the Stones are still together is because everyone in the band has a full head of hair.
Really?
And then I started thinking, like, what rock stars are bald?
The only guy I can think of is that Chris Slade that drummed for AC/DC. Now that I'm really thinking about it.
And I was thinking Midnight Oil. The lead singer from Midnight Oil, I think, was bald.
Yeah.
And Gord Downie.
Was he bald?
Wasn't he bald? Like, for a period of time, he went bald and then he was shaving his head.
Or the girl, 7 hours and 16 days.
Oh, Sinead O'Connor?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she wasn't bald. She had a full head of hair. She just shaved it. That was because she had some sort of mental illness.
Britney Spears, too, yeah. She shaved her head. I think bald would be good for the lighting.
Yeah, we just don't see very many bald rock stars.
But there's a place.
Okay, well, good. I'm sure there's some people that are on our show that are going to be happy. Anyways, guys, that's our show for this week. Thank you for everybody that stuck this thing out or that's listening to us. Thank you to everyone who supports our show and supports our sponsors. Thank you to Amazon, BetterHelp, and Patreon for allowing us to continue to do what we do. Thank you, Kevin, for coming in.
Yeah, no problem.
Until next week, we will see you, NT. See you next Thursday. Hit it.